Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The inside handoff. Open space at the 25. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
And wings it incomplete. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep
season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They're trying to get to it. He's going to run it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that is the way you set the tone, man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball is intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. And he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Running to the left. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. The Sooners get enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Quarterback checking off. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown Sooners! What a catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
To the ground with the back. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Owens. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. Just flicking away defenders. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Running back searching for a hole.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On the run, it's Parker. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Throws toward the end zone. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. Smashes through the tackle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Owens. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Plows through the defense. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll try to sneak it. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. He's at the 20. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. We played 2 quarters. Update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second zone 20. Chance for great field position here. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll open the second half with a run. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down. Gets it out fast. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Parker. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field. It's Owens. Coming after it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes his shot. Finds a man on the left. Nothing but green ahead. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the pass. Complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Looking to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
To the air, it's Owens. Feeling some heat. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown Sooners! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense set on first down. They go to the ground. And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Looking to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Final play of the quarter coming. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the end of the third quarter. Oklahoma, 28, South Carolina. 28.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Peters. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on him, and they got a big stop.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he intercepts it. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield for that. I'm not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, LC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Scrambling away. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. On the run, it's Parker. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sometimes on field goal block, you just want to take the win and let them kick it. The roughing the kicker penalty gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Just steamrolling the defense. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll pull it down. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort.